Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Jill Suds and Soaps. What we're going to be doing today, I have these here. I took a bar of soap and I'm going to show you. And basically, you know, shaved it. And I made these little curly cues. Okay. Make sure you can see. Alright, now, I'm gonna take this burr here, a little bit of a swirl here, but I wanted to keep it kind of a light color. Okay. I'm gonna move that, and move this. I hope you guys are having a good day. It's been warm all week, and it's October. Now, I don't know how many more I'm going to need of these. I may have too many, I may have not enough. Because it's a smaller container than what I'm used to. Alright, let me... Okay, so I'm just going to stick them. Hopefully this will be a pretty soap. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add just a little bit of this to the clear. I have about, I don't know if I think I know I'll have enough. I have here about 16 ounces, or about 12, let's say that. 12 ounces of clear melting port. And then I'll be adding that to it, some of it, because we don't want it so it obstructs, you know, that visually it obstructs the view of these. You don't want that either. Alright. Be careful when you roll these, they kind of want to crack. And also, the way you, the best way to roll, see there's more, if you want more swirls, put it that way, more swirls on that side. So you're going to start on that side, so that this will be on the outside, all the swirls. Otherwise, they get all trapped in there, in the middle. Now, I know I've said this in a couple of videos that I do that are embeds, but I'm really grateful. Liz Halloran, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, Liz. She kept pushing me to do embeds, and I can't do them the way she does it. She really does it so well, and I'm not. That's her thing. Where swirls are mine, hers is that. And she does a beautiful job, like realistic looking soaps. They're really nice. But anyway, Liz, thank you. And thank you for being my number 2 cheerleader. My number 1 cheerleader goes to my boyfriend. So, alright, let's keep going. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think these colors will be pretty together. we have enough here. See what I mean? It really wants to crumble, so just be careful when you're doing it. Bend it, you know, softly. For all you soapers out there, what is your favorite fragrance oil that you use? Mine is definitely the pumpkin pecan waffles. I'm smelling it now. That's what's in this blue and the white. Wish I could. Yeah, that won't let me. It's too big. We're almost done here, guys. Tell you, rubbing alcohol is good for everything. I had to take my rings off, and normally soap. My boyfriend's mom taught me that, to do, you know, just use liquid soap. But boy, that worked. I think anything wet would be helpful. Alright, I think we're going to be done with that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to melt down this, and I'm going to add very little bit. Oh, I'm going to add a very little bit of this because, like I said, we do want to be able to see. But, you know, we like sparkle too. You've got to give sparkle where it's necessary. Alright, let me melt this down. I'll be back in about 5 minutes. See you then. Okay, we're back. Alright, so I'm going to have to pour a first layer, and then we'll pour the next layer. I have a little bit not melted in there, and that's fine because I'm just going to pour a little layer now, about 1/8 of an inch up. This is important. This way we'll have, okay, this way it won't break through. We're going to let that dry. If I would have just started loading these up, you know, without this, without the melt and pour, it would just sink through and cause holes. It just won't look very nice. It'll look kind of rough looking. Okay, I'm going to let this set, guys, for a good, probably 30 minutes in front of the fan. That's probably excessive and long, but about 30 minutes. Okay, we'll see you soon. Okay, we're back. Rather than trying to get all these wet with the rubbing alcohol, because it's really important to have the rubbing alcohol, instead of doing that, I'm going to spray the bottom, which you should anyway, and I'm going to start loading them up, spray the top and the sides, and down in. So, it's better because it's easier to handle that way. Alright. So you can see. Okay, so basically I just separated them out. And I let it set not even 10 minutes. No rhyme or reason here. trying to make sure that that's the right way I want to do it. I think I have to lay them down. I think I have to lay them down to get what I need. Like this way. But I'll be cutting across. I don't know. I'm just gonna roll with it. Alright. So I'm spraying the heck out of it. Alright, let's... Yeah, I think I'm doing a throwaway. In fact, I know I am. Take two. Now these are going to be harder to handle. Alright, so I'm going to put them this way. This way. Well, we're going to improvise here. So let me get a knife. There's one thing about this melt and pour. You got to be able to improvise. One more row here, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to melt down the rest of that soap. Alright, let's see. You know what I think I'm going to try? I don't know how it's going to look. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, we're ready. I'm going to spray these again really good. There's just no such thing as spraying too little. I'll take this out of here. Put a bigger one in. Probably just screwed up the bottom. Alright, spray again. Just make sure your soap is not too warm. Otherwise, you're going to melt your embeds. Let me see. I didn't take the temp. Let's see. at 120. That's perfectly fine. Alright. Now we're going to go to the next layer. Make sure your sides are sprayed well too. Sometimes people can neglect that part of it. Do me a favor, leave down in the comments below any suggestions you may have as to what you want to see me make. It has to be melt and pour. I do not know how to do cold process, nor do I claim to. That's a whole separate ball game. I care more about the art, and I care about the ingredients too, but when you do cold process, you really do like a chemist. You know, the chemicals are, well, the chemicals are always important, but at least, you know, you can customize them. That's what I'm trying to say. You can customize. Let's do one more. It's not gonna work. Let's see. Okay. All right. Let's get pouring. I'm going to melt it down a little more. When it gets to that point where it's partially melted and then not, it gets a little gloopy, and I don't want that to affect the clarity. So we want it as clear as we can get it. Okay. So I'm going to spray. Spray again. Let me check that temp real quick. Alright, we're at 129. That's good. Just going to keep going. This will be our last row. I might make some embeds, like some pink ones or something. We'll see. Oh, I may not have enough. Oh, yes, I will. I just have to roll them. We'll do that real quick. almost done. I can probably fast forward through this part. I will fast forward it for you guys. That way you don't have to sit here and I don't have to rush. Doing good, guys. Now, the important thing you have to worry about with this is getting holes in between. And those holes happen because one of two things. Not enough rubbing alcohol or, what do you call it? Okay. Yeah, you just don't want the holes. And also the holes can happen from not pouring, you know, not the soap not getting in there as well. It has to be able to get in there. This one we're just going to have to not do right. I should have just really gotten... See if there's anything else. Let's cut it. Alright, now I'm going to try and even it out somewhat. Alright, folks, I think this is the best. Which one is that? There's just a little bit more of the clear. I'm going to melt that down. Now, I did not add fragrance oil. I don't know if I said, because this is the third soap I've made today. But it does not have fragrance oil because these already do, the existing ones. And you can really smell the pumpkin pecan waffles. Yeah, I think I did tell you guys. Alright, so we're going to be pouring the rest of this. Let's take a temp, just to make sure it's not too warm. Okay, it's 125. I'm going to need a little bit more. I'll be back, guys. Okay, we're back. Right. Take the temp. Alright, we're at 147. That's a little warm. And I don't want it melting, so I'm going to let it sit here for a minute, and then we shall be back. See you soon. Okay, we're at 132, so I'm just going to go ahead and pour. And spray that rubbing alcohol. Yeah, I think I might make some embeds, just some flowers or something for the top. Now, I can just trim this down. Let me see. Yeah, I can just trim that down. If need be, we'll see. Alright, I'm going to let it set. It's a very small one, a small loaf. It's probably 18 ounces. But I'm going to let it set for a good, I would say, 2-3 hours in front of the fan. Okay, we'll see you guys soon. Okay, we're back for the unmolding. I went ahead and made these embeds. One's like a rose in the shape of a heart, and the other one's a peony. Alright. Hopefully it's set enough. You know what? I'm going to get some gloves. Hang on. Okay. I just don't want to get it fingerprinty. Alright, let's see. At any point during this video, if I feel it's too long, I'll just fast forward. So you know why I'm fast forwarding. Yeah, that's going to have to be cut. Okay. It's pretty. Alright, oops. Let me cut that one's side off. The dishwasher. Definitely close enough for me. Try and set it down. Okay, I think that's going to be all right. All right, what I'm going to do is take some pictures and cut it, and then I'll be right back. Okay, see you soon. Okay, we are back. Now, let me show you. I really do like it. But I wanted to do kind of like a pastel-y or, a light color. Okay, so we're going to adhere them, these embeds that I made. These roses, these hearts. Okay, so you definitely want to spray. Make sure you can see both. Okay, so you definitely want to spray with the rubbing alcohol. Now, I took about an ounce here of clear melt and pour. So, we're going to use that. Oops. It's okay, because I can just take that off. Okay. And I'll have a video at the end with these attached. I'm gonna let it dry right now. Let it set. Okay. Same thing here. Okay. That is secure. Make sure you use that rubbing alcohol. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please press the like button. Comment down below. Become a subscriber. Once you become a subscriber, just hit that notification bell, and you'll be notified of any future videos. Thanks so much, and have a great day.